Why mainstream media, Ilhan, etc., Ilhan Omar, etc., will speak on violence of Muslim minorities but ignore atrocities against non-Muslim minorities? Well, because they're not focused on that. And if they did speak about everything else, then Muslims would accuse them of monkey balancing. Just like I speak on both sides, I speak against Hindus, I speak against atrocities committing against Hindus and Muslims. Then a lot of Hindus or Indians, they call me ISI agent and a monkey balancing act. For example, I can ask you the same thing about Suna Mahajan. Yeah, she's always talking about what Pakistan is doing to minorities in Pakistan, non-Muslim minorities in Pakistan, but she never says anything about what happens to Muslims in India. So it's the problem of everyone. So it's not just Ilhan Omar. And I think Ilhan Omar has actually spoken about homosexuals as well. So Ilhan, unless you're talking specifically about, I haven't been following it up a lot. Maybe Armin might have something more to add on that. But my point is, people are never happy. I'm speaking for everyone, and I still get accused of, he's just monkey balancing. He's just trying to appear neutral and blah blah blah. So you know what? You got to do what you got to do. You got to do what you believe in, and it's just.
I don't think this is true, though. I don't think Ilhan Omar has been silent on other non-Muslim minorities.
She has been silent.
She hasn't. She's been.
Okay.
So Ilhan Omar speaks about Black Lives Matter. So that's a minority. That's a non-Muslim minority. Ilhan Omar is very active when it comes to gay rights, trans rights. Very active. Those are mostly non-Muslim minorities. In fact, she has been speaking about those minorities at a huge cost because Muslims hate her.
They did takfir. Yeah, I covered that. Muhammad Ijab and these guys did takfir on her. They were like, when she sat on with Mehdi Hassan with holes narrative guy. What's his name? Yasser. What's his name?
And she doubled down. Yeah. So Ilhan Omar gets more attacks by conservative Muslims than conservatives like right-leaning and anti-immigrant, anti-Muslim bigots. She actually gets more hate from her own community, okay? And in response, she doubled down. She doubled down on the whole, like, gay rights, trans rights, Black lives, and all of that. So, that's... If I want to criticize Ilhan Omar, the main thing I would criticize her is her silence over Turkey's genocide of Armenians. She was one of the very few politicians who didn't vote to consider among American politicians who didn't recognize that as a genocide. She does. So I don't know why she didn't do that, but that is something I could criticize her for. Again, I don't think these people are pure good or pure bad, but I'm just saying, like, if you want to criticize them, figure out exactly their position.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. But even if she had done it, like as I said, people are never happy. They always accuse you of something. I'm sick and not actually sick and tired because I actually never paid any attention to what people say. I always end up doing my thing. But like when I post something where a woman in India is being tied to a tree and being beaten to pulp. And I put that up, and all the Hindu names, people with Hindu names, they come down and they defend it. They're like, "Oh yeah, you're monkey balancing. Why are you talking about that? Why don't you go look at issues in Pakistan?" And when I do that, and then and then Muslims say the same thing about India. Why don't you talk about Kashmir and blah blah blah? So it's like you can never win from these people. So you just got to do what you got to do. But as Armin said, try to find something that is actually true. So Ilhan Omar, I only remember that she did talk about. LGBTQ, so did Linda Sarsour, and also they have spoken about Black Lives Matter, so they have spoken about other things, but I also agree, I don't think these people are all good or all bad.
Yeah, I think they get a lot of attention by people because of their hijab, and I don't think that's fair. You know what I mean? Like, if this person with a worse position than Ilhan Omar was saying that without hijab, these people would be less upset about it than somebody with hijab. As much as I hate the hijab, I don't think you should judge somebody's position, how much you hate them because of the fact that they're wearing the hijab. I don't think that's fair. Get my best-selling book, Why There Is No God, for free. Click on the link for it in the description.